Welcome. My name is John Phillips, and I am an assistant professor here at Austin Peay State University. And I'm teaching the section of Comparative Politics online. My PhD is in Comparative Politics and Political Theory from Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. My area of research in comparative politics is the political economy of resource-rich countries. That means oil and valuable minerals. And in addition to teaching this course for Austin Peay, I also sometimes teach European politics and the politics of the Middle East. So although comparative politics is an area of professional interest for me, it's also a bit of a personal interest. I have citizenship in 3 countries, and I grew up speaking 4 separate languages. I only actually moved to the United States when I turned 18 for college, so in a real sense, the United States was my first area of comparative study. Making comparisons and trying to draw lessons from comparisons between countries always was and certainly continues to be a central part of my life. So, what is comparative politics? Well, originally comparative politics was called area studies, actually. Americans and the United States government in particular were really interested in collecting reliable information about the governments of various countries across the world that it had to deal with, and so it would send out scholars and diplomats to go collect that information, and so often what you would have was a lot of scholars who were very specialized in the politics of particular foreign nations. But nowadays comparative politics really is, in addition to that, making comparisons between countries, figuring out and comparing how different countries organize their political life and respond to common challenges that really all countries face, like globalization, or producing those goods that individuals and firms in the market have no incentive to provide, like national defense or civil rights. Let's talk about this class a little bit. Now, the first thing that you should know about this class is that this class is not really completely of my design. To ensure some consistency across different sections of the same course, Tennessee eCampus has course developers, which in this case is my colleague, Dr. Greg, who's right across the hall from me, has these course developers design a template that each instructor like me has to stick with. That means that I can add material, but I can't take away or change the exams or slides or the book for the course or even the discussion course questions in any way. So I can add material, but I can't subtract anything away. What I have done to make the course a little less sterile is to add some lecture videos of my own design based on my own slides for the most part. And I've also added some other videos and articles to try to enrich each unit, each week of the class. However, we have to be pretty clear that these materials are not required materials, and the class is designed to run entirely without them. I think that these videos and these articles help explain and put into context many of the terms and concepts that are covered in your book, but they are not a substitute for them. So they are simply extra material to help you understand the material better, hopefully. After taking a look at your exams and discussion questions for this course, I think the videos and bonus materials are especially helpful for some of the discussion questions to help you answer those better, and the essays that you will find both on your midterm and on the final exam. Speaking of assessment, let's talk a little bit about how you're going to be graded in this class. Your quizzes seem to be taken from materials straight out of the book. You are given 10 random questions from a pool of about 60 total questions, and you have 3 attempts at each quiz. Each attempt lasts about 30 minutes. From these attempts, I will take your highest score and count that towards your final grade. Now, each time you take a different quiz, or take a quiz, you get a different random set of questions. And these questions are going to be multiple choice questions. Your midterm and your final consist of 2 50-point essay questions taken at random from a larger pool of questions. You're only going to get 1 shot at the midterm and the final. You get 3 shots at each quiz. Now, your discussion posts are also a very important part of the course, and I really expect you in these discussion posts to give reasons for your views and evidence to back up your answers. You should treat these discussion posts more like mini essays than casual conversation. So don't be fooled by the title discussion post. What it really means is short reaction essays You should proofread these and make an effort to be scholarly in these, cite when necessary, and so on and so forth in order to get full marks. Okay, so to sum up the grading in this course, you have 5 quizzes, 1 midterm, 1 final, 10 discussion posts, and 2 bonus extra credit discussion posts. I will, of course, update your gradebook as the semester progresses. All right, so it's my hope that you're going to get a lot out of this class. Now would be a good time to go introduce yourselves in the discussion groups, and also feel free to get in touch with me by email if you have any questions. Please use my D2L email for that purpose. Remember that most of the important technical information about the class is in the syllabus.